treasure to explore on Pendant and Ring. We have 5 more goodies for your jewelry and treasure boxes this week, starting with a beautiful copper Elizabeth II lucky penny bracelet, then a Peruvian minted Spanish Empire II Reals coin pendant, then a modern Real from Guatemala, a 1942 Irish florin, and a Walking Liberty from 1944. Our first treasure is this Elizabeth II lucky penny bracelet. The coins here show her first portrait. That means these coins are from 1952 to 1968, and the spacing of the legend tells us that these coins are from South Africa. In those years, South Africa was struggling under apartheid, but light was beginning to dawn. The 1955 adoption of the Freedom Charter outlined a vision for a future South Africa based on equality, democracy, and fundamental human rights for all citizens, regardless of race or ethnicity. It was not implemented in 1955, but it embodied hope. It helped guide the anti-apartheid movement until 1996, when it was incorporated into the post-apartheid constitution. Next, we have a Peruvian minted Spanish Empire II Reals coin pendant from the late 1780s. We can't really read that last number, but that only adds to the mystery. In 1781, Inca king and hero Tupac Amaru died at the hands of the Spanish Empire. He led the first cooperative multi-tribal rebellion against the Spanish colonizers. He was such a threat that they destroyed his family, burned his houses, and salted the earth beneath them. The only member of his family not killed was his son, Fernando. They removed him at 12 years old to Spain and raised him to be a Spaniard. Tupac Amaru's rebellion was so powerful that traditional Inca iconography and clothing were illegal from that point on in the Spanish territories in South America. Tupac Amaru headed that first rebellion, and because of him, indigenous Americans stood together. They eventually pushed out the Spanish, gaining independence for all the Central and South American nations. Side note, I was messaging with a customer the other day and she asked me, "Why do you collect coins?" We were talking like old friends and I said, "Because they're treasure." It was weird because I have a list of elevator pitches memorized, like some kind of an automatic response system. But during that business conversation, I was in friend mode and it just kind of came out. I collect coins because treasure hunting is fun. Searching, finding, collecting the treasure, going through it on a rainy day, these things are fun, and I'm so grateful for that little conversation because it made me feel that way again. I hope you have these feelings too when your coins show up in your mailbox, that this is a treasure to explore. The first coin treasure of the day is a silver Guatemala 1 Real from 1889. They finished the Northern Railway that year. Transportation and international trade increased. New towns sprouted like weeds along the railroad, but it's not all sunshine and roses. In order to finish the rail, the Guatemalan government under Manuel José Estrada Cabrera stole indigenous lands and used forced labor to complete the work. The rail cut a line from Guatemala City to Puerto Barrios on the Atlantic coast. That's 182 miles of stolen land, forced labor, and steel. It was a technological advancement for the nation, but the cost was very high. Up next, we have a 1942 Irish florin made with 11.3 grams of .750 silver. During World War II, Ireland tried to maintain neutrality, but that was especially difficult when soldiers from any side found their way to Irish shores. So the Irish military picked up soldiers from all sides and held them until they found their own way home. The Irish didn't help the soldiers find their way home, nor did they prevent the soldiers from returning home. Then, the year this coin was minted, 1942, the Irish military modified their behavior. Although still officially neutral, there was a bright and shiny brand new U.S. base in Ireland, and word of detailed aerial photographs updating Germany's Operation Green caused concern among Irish leaders. Even neutrality has its limits. Our final treasure for today is this 30.6mm diameter, .900 silver 1944 U.S. Walking Liberty half-dollar collectible coin. Since we have already talked about World War II today, let's start with something else. On August 9, 1944, a very special U.S. hero made his debut. U.S. Forestry Service employee Rudy Wendelin drew up the first Smokey Bear poster with the slogan, "Care will prevent 9 out of 10 forest fires." Smokey's slogan last changed in 2001 to "Only you can prevent wildfires," which is more true today than in 1944 when about 11% of the World War II fire balloons launched by Japan reached the U.S. Thankfully, no one is launching fire balloons in 2024. Alright you guys, that wraps it up for us today. Like the video if you like history or jewelry or Smokey Bear. Subscribe and ding the bell for more videos, and please share this video with your family and friends. When we get 1,000 subscribers, that is a platform requirement, we can open a YouTube store, so it's easier for you to find the treasures you're looking for. Thank you for your help. See you next time on Pendant and Ring.